Good morning, everyone. Well, storms looking likely this afternoon and evening, and then tomorrow a very windy day and a chance of snow. So lots to talk about in your weekend forecast, sponsored by NIPSCO. So let's get started at 8 a.m. this morning, and we're talking about isolated showers and storms for the morning commute. And honestly, I think this is going to be the story through the morning hours and the early afternoon. Isolated showers around, maybe a couple of weak thunderstorms, but nothing big. So because of that, we're going to skip a whole lot of time here from 8 a.m. this morning all the way until 4 o'clock this afternoon. But I'm stopping things at 4 o'clock because this is when storms look likely again and the chance of severe storms begins. So now we're just going to go 1 hour at a time. And between 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock, it looks like, we're going to see storms ahead of a cold front. And in these storms ahead of the cold front, the biggest thing, of course, heavy rain and lightning are going to be common, but the biggest thing I'm concerned about is the possibility of hail. Penny-size hail, dime-size hail, maybe up to quarter-size hail. That's a possibility. So here's 4 o'clock, here's 5 o'clock, just terrible timing for the homebound commute. Definitely looking stormy, and the possibility of some hail coming down as well. 6 o'clock, still looking stormy. Now at 7 o'clock, notice maybe a little bit of lull in the activity. But remember, those were storms ahead of the cold front. We still have the cold front to get through. And there are going to be storms along the cold front as well. It looks like a line of storms, when there might be individual storms ahead of the cold front, just a line of storms coming in with the cold front, and that's what you're seeing around Aurora, Ottawa, Pontiac. That's where it looks like this line of storms will be at 7 o'clock. So maybe a brief lull in the activity around 7 o'clock, but not for long. Things are going to get stormy again with this line of thunderstorms. And in this line of storms, what I'm most concerned about with these storms is going to be some strong wind gusts. Wind gusts 40, 50 miles per hour looking common, and possibly in a couple spots we could see wind gusts as high as 70 miles per hour. So the best chance for these strong winds looks like 8, 9 o'clock in the region. But fortunately, by 10 o'clock, it looks like the cold front will be clear of us, so the chance of storms coming to an end and the chance for severe storms coming to an end. And then after 10 o'clock, honestly, it looks like during the overnight hours, very little going on. Maybe a stray shower or two, but largely dry, and the clouds breaking up temporarily. But things start to change again by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that was the cold front that came through, but this is a little wave of low pressure that's going to be working over us and boosting our precipitation chances once again. So talking about isolated showers beginning around 7 a.m., isolated showers in the late morning. And also, I do think temperatures are going to be gradually coming down a little bit more as we go through the day tomorrow, a reinforcing shot of colder air, and already on the windy side early in the morning. But I think beginning around 10 a.m., we're going to see wind gusts pick up to 40, 45 miles per hour. So very windy. And as I mentioned, the temperature's coming down a little bit more, maybe in some spots, the mid-30s. Yeah, I think we're talking about a rain-snow mix, and maybe a brief period with just all snow coming down in the most northern part of the region, where those temperatures in the mid-30s are most likely. I do think it's going to be a very brief window, though, where we have this possibility of seeing some snow. So we're still talking about isolated activity early afternoon tomorrow, but I do think by 4 o'clock, finally, all the precipitation coming to an end. That said, still very windy, again, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., gusts 40, 45 miles per hour. Now, after 4 o'clock, after the precipitation chance ends, I do think the winds are going to be steadily falling as we go through the evening hours and the overnight hours. As far as how much snow, again, maybe in the most northern part of the region, a few spots seeing up to a quarter inch. Most of us seeing less than that, a dusting, tenth of an inch, and some in the southern part of the region, Newton and Jasper County, missing out on the snow altogether. So to summarize the severe threat, it is from 4 o'clock this afternoon until 10 o'clock this evening. And we're probably looking at a couple of rounds of storms. Some storms ahead of the cold front and then a line of storms along the cold front itself. and that's going to occur between 4 o'clock this afternoon and 10 o'clock this evening. So, heavy rain and lightning looking likely, and we do expect at least a couple of severe storms. And in a worst case scenario, what we're talking about is wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, up to quarter-size hail, and though the chance is small, unfortunately I can't rule out an EF0 or EF1 tornado. That is a possibility. And because we're talking about one round of storms and then another round coming in, if you get 2 strong storms to work over you, that's going to be a lot of rain, and there could be a few flooded roads in low-lying and poorly drained locations. And for all of these threats that I just talked about, do have to say, slightly higher chance in the western part of the region than the eastern part of the region. So a slightly higher chance of seeing hail, damaging wind, maybe a few flooded roads in Lake County, Newton County, and Jasper County. The chance is a little bit smaller in Porter and LaPorte County, but the chance is still there. Now, to finish talking about the rest of the week, again, the chance of precipitation coming to an end 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and then we don't have to worry about any more rain or snow for the rest of the weekend. But Saturday night, cold. Look at these low temperatures, mid to upper 20s. Partly cloudy skies early, mostly clear late. And again, still on the windy side, though we'll definitely be past the strongest winds during the evening hours, but even late Saturday night, it's still going to be breezy. Gusts hanging out around 20 miles per hour. So when we hit these low temperatures, very late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, look what it's going to be feeling like. It's only going to be feeling like the low 20s. So if you're going to be out early Sunday morning, this is what you need to dress for. That said, look at the warm-up already coming for Sunday afternoon. Definitely better than Saturday. We're talking about high temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Mostly sunny skies in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon. But the winds already breezy in the morning and getting a little bit stronger in the afternoon. Now, not as windy as Saturday is going to be with those gusts 40, 45 miles per hour, but gusts around 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. Yeah, that's what we're expecting.